Hi everyone, today I am going to solve the chapter 3 of the Excel part of the Pearson MyITLab course, and if you want me to do any other part like Word part, PowerPoint part, Assess part, or if you want me to do your complete Cengage course, Simnet course, Pearson course, Math course, Stats course, Finance course, Accounting course, Nursing course, Psychology course, Statistics course, Information Technology course, you can contact with me. You can contact with me through my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is given at the bottom of the screen and also given in the description of this video, or you can contact with me email address. My email address is given at the bottom of screen and also given in the description of this video, or you can click on the WhatsApp link which is given in the description of this video. Now I am going to start that one assignment. Its name is YO22 Excel Chapter 3 Assessment Car Rental. Its project description is given here. You can read it carefully so you will understand what you need to do with this assignment. I am going to start from the first step. So by following these steps you can complete your work. In our first step, what is he asking? Start Excel, download and open the file name Excel Chapter 3 Assessment Car Rental. Grader has automatically added your last name to the beginning of the file name. Save the file to the location where you are sorting your file. Our first step basically involved downloading of the Excel file from the Pearson dashboard and opening of that one file. I have downloaded that one file and opened that one file. In our second step, what is he asking? On the rental data worksheet in the cell E6, enter a date if function to determine the length of the rental days in the days based on the date rented and date returned or expected return. Copy the formula to the E7 to E32. So we will go to the cell E6. That's our cell E6. We will put dated if function. That's our dated if function. We will start our bracket, date returned and date rented, and we will close our bracket and press enter. What is he saying? We will select first the date rented, then press comma, then select the date returned, press enter. Which function is asking? Dated if function to determine the length of the days, or you can use the other thing. What the thing is asking? There is one more thing you can do here. You can put is equal to function date. We'll do it again. Is equal to function date returned minus date rented and press enter. So we have got number of days here in the cell E6. We will copy that one formula downside up to the cell E32. That's our step number 1. Step number 2. In our step number 3, what is he asking? Assign the range names to the rented rates to the range A37 to B40. So we will copy that one and select the range A37 to B40. We will go to the cell A37 to B40. That's our range A37 to B40. And here go to the formula tab. And in the define names, you will define the name as a rental rates for the range A37 to B40 and press OK. That's now range name is added to that one thing. That's our third step. In our fourth step, what is he asking? In the cell G6, use the appropriate lookup function and reference lookup function to retrieve the rental free from the rental rates. The function should look for the exact matching value from the column A in the data. So we will go to the cell G6. That's our cell G6. We will use is equal to, we will use VLOOKUP function. He is asking for use the appropriate lookup function. So we will use VLOOKUP function. VLOOKUP function. What is the lookup value? Our lookup value is in the cell A6. That's our lookup value. And what is the table array? He tells us the table array. We have used the range for the table array. Rental rates. We will select rental rates. We will use rental rates as a table array. That's our rental rates. And what is the value from the column index? We need to get the value from the second column. And our match should be the exact match. So we will select exact match, false, and we will close our bracket and press enter. You see we have got our result. as a daily rates 49.99. So we will drag that one formula downside up to cell E32. So we have got our results. That's showing error, some error, because I have not saved that file. That's I am doing for you only. That's our step number 4. In our step number 5, what is he asking? In the cell B42, assign the range name as a discount. So we will copy that one. We will go to the cell B42. We will go downside. That's our cell range B42. We will assign that one range name as a discount. And what next he is asking to do? In the cell B44, assign the range name as a gas cost. So we will copy that one and assign the range name as a B44 as a gas cost and press enter. That's our step. That's our step number 5. In our step number 6, what is he asking? In the cell H6, enter a formula to determine any discount that should be added. If the payment method is in the column F was reward, the customer should receive the discount shown in the cell B42. Otherwise, the formula should return to the cell 0. So we will go to the cell H6. That's our cell H6. We will put is equal to, and we will use if function. What the thing is asking, what is our logical test? If the payment method in the column F was reward, so we will select the column F is equal to, we will use as a reward. Then what is the value? Our value should be the cell in the range B42. We will select the cell range B42 discount, and if the value is false, our result will be 0. We will put 0. We will put as 0, and we will press enter. So our first result is 0%. We will drag that one formula up to cell H32. So our result will be shown. You see, we have got our results. That's our step number. Why it's not working? I need to check that one. We will remove that inverted commas. Oh, we have made a mistake. Here we have put only reward, while the word here is a rewards. So we will change it here as a reward. And now we will drag that one formula downside. We have got our values like that. You see, where the value is reward, our result is 20%. Because first I have made a mistake while written a logical test. That's why it's showing us a mistake. Now it's correct. So you should be careful while making any logic. You should be careful about the spelling, that your spelling will match the criteria results. If the spelling will not match, then the formula will not correctly work. That's our step number 6. In our step number 7, what is he asking? In the cell G6, enter a formula to determine the cost of the gas. If the value in the column is Y, then the assigned cost gas is B44, or else the formula should return to 0. Use the range name for the cell B44, not a cell range, cell reference. So we will go to the cell J6. That's our cell J6. We will put is equal to F6. If function, we will start our bracket. And what is the thing? What is our logical test? He is asking that if the value in the column I is equal to yes, so we will put value in the column is equal to y. Our result will be the gas cost. We will use gas cost as a range name. And if the value is not y, what is the result value? Our 0. Our result will be 0. We will put 0. and we will close our bracket and press enter. So you see we have got cost of the 0. If value is n, our value is 0, we will drag that one formula downside to see if the formula is correct or not correct. You see where the value is y, our result will be $75. So our result is correct. So our formula is also correct. That's our step number. That's our step number. We will remove the inverted commas from the 0. So our formula is now showing the correct results. That's our step number 7. In our step number 8, what is he asking? In the cell N11, use the appropriate function to count the number of rental in the data. Use the data in the column A. So we will go to the cell N11. That's our cell N11. We will use is equal to, we will use count function. No, we will use, go to the cell N11. That's our cell N11. We will use count function. Count, start our bracket, and use the column A. So we will select the column A. That's our column A. We will select that one. Close our bracket and press enter. So we have got our value in the cell L11 is, we need to use the count A function for column A. We will use count A function, not count function. We will use count A function. And you see we have got the get the number of rentals as a 27. That's our results. That's our step number 8. In our step number 9, what is he asking? In the cell N6, determine the total number of times criteria rewards is used to payment method F6 to F36. Use the absolute reference, so you can copy the formula downside to the cell N9. So we will go, we will use the payment method. We will use here the count if function. What is the count if function? Our range is the cell in the cell M6. And what is the criteria range? Our criteria range is in the cell F6 to F32, and we will close our bracket and press enter. So you see we have got the reward value. You see we have got the reward value as a 28. That's our, we need to use the countif function. We will select first which thing he is asking. We will close our bracket. First he is asking the range. We will select the range F6 to F32. That's our range. And what next he is asking to do? What is the criteria? Our criteria is in the cell M6. That's our criteria. We will close our bracket and press enter. So we have got the rewards using the payment method which is using the reward. So we will make that one absolute reference to the range F4 to F6 to F32, and we will drag our formula downside. So we will get our results. You see we have got our value. The payment method having the express mile is 7 time, while the credit card used for the 12 time and cash used for 12 times. So total these totals are 27. So that's our step number 9. In our step number 10, what is he asking? In the cell Q6, enter a formula to determine the average total cost based on the payment methods. Type in the cell P6, use the absolute cell references where the necessary to use the Q9. So we will go to the cell Q6. That's our cell Q6. We will select average if function. What is the average if function? Our range for the average if function, we will select the total cost function. That's our range. And what is the criteria? Our criteria is in the cell. No, we have we will select the range as a F6 to F32 as a range. What is the criteria? Our criteria is in the cell P6. And what is the average range? Average range is the total cost range. that is K6 to K32. We will copy that one and we will close our bracket and press enter. So we have got the values of the average using the reward. We will make that one absolute reference to the cell F6 to F32 and K6 to K32. So when we drag the formula downside, our result will not change. We will drag that one formula downside. That's our step number Step number 10. We have total 14 steps in this assignment. I have performed 10 steps in this video. If you don't understand the steps I have performed in this video, or if you want to know the remaining steps of this assignment, or if you don't have time to do that one assignments, or if you want to get an A grade in your entire course, you can contact with me. You can contact with me through my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is given at the bottom of the screen and also given in the description of this video, or you can contact with me through my email address. My email address is given at the bottom of screen and also given in the description of this video, or you can directly click on the WhatsApp link which is given in the description of this video to directly come in my inbox. And if you like my video, please subscribe my channel to get any video updates. Thank you.